Hey guys, and welcome back to G Can't Play, another strategy that we're going to test out here today. So the strategy we're going to try today is a little bit of a hedging system. Um, you can sort of tweak it how you want, whether you want to fully hedge, if you want to make a little money on the 7, it's sort of up to you. You can change little bits here and there. But basically the way it works is it's similar to a system we've done before, which was play the inside, lay the outside. What we're doing is we are laying the 10 and we're playing the inside 5, 6, 8, and 9 and a little bit of a hedge on a hard way as well, just to eliminate losing numbers. So we will jump in and I will show you how it works. You can play with the puck off or on. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you. Because that 7 is hedged, it's not so bad if a 7 comes when the puck is off. So decent starting bet. So if you bet inside, oops, we don't want to go hundreds, sorry. I'm going to play table minimums, which is 10. Bet inside, you've got $44 inside. And we want to cover that with a lay on the 10. So we're putting 100 down on the 10. So as you can see, already we're up to 146 starting bet. So you want to bankroll around 1500 or more to cover this. Now, the way this works is obviously with the 10, there's a couple ways it can lose. There is the hard 10, which is 2 5s, and then there's the easy 10, which is a 6 and 4. So what we're going to do is we are going to hedge a little bit more by putting some money on the hard 10. So now there's only one way for that 10 to lose, and that is the easy 10. But as you can see, we've got a total of $156 here, 44 plus 10, so 54, and then we've got the $100 on the 10. So we'll roll it out. We'll show some rolls so you can see how it hedges and how it works. With the inside numbers, it's really up to you how you want to play it. You can press and collect. You can just collect. You can collect a couple of times, bring it down, just wait for the 7 to come. So there's a few different ways you can play it depending on what you want to do. So let's jump in. I'm going to play with the puck off. As I said, it doesn't matter if that 7 comes. There you go. So we lose that 54, but we win $50. So as you can see with that hedge, we're down $6. If you want to make a little bit more money on that 7 coming, because the 7 is the most likely number to hit, you're going to hit that 7 more than you're going to hit any other number. We could pop that lay up to $110 as a cover. So let's go and do that. Obviously that means a bigger starting bet. And if that hard 10 comes, we're making $80 here. So we're going to lose $30 if that hard 10 does come. You could put another 5 on there, but then it's a bit all over the place. It gets to that point where obviously it's set up in a way where you can't fully cover everything. And we're off and running. So we're out on the 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press and collect. So we'll press that. And we'll pop that up 12. And I might mix this up as I go along. In this case, I'm putting 12 straight on here. I might put 6 and 6 on the 8. I might power press where you throw out a little bit of money and push a little bit higher. So you can, as I said, there's a few ways you can play this system. But we're going to play fairly conservatively at first. And we're just going to press and collect. So yeah, a power press here is you'd put $15 in, you'd be throwing in $1 because you won 14. I'm just going to do a regular press, put $10 and we'll take $4 in profit. From there, and then obviously the next time a 5 or 6 or now an 8 hits, we collect that one. So press collect, and then that might change up as we go along. Okay, 213 doesn't help us. There we go. As you can see, we're up $36 now. Make that $50. So what you could do, if you're being very conservative, is you could bring these down now, and then just leave this one up and this one up. So if the 10 does come, you do make a little bit more money back, plus this, so you will be still in positives. And then if this comes, obviously you make the money. So it really depends on how you want to play. I'm going to collect the next round, hopefully. But even if a 7 comes, we're not too worried because we should be covered. We'll see if the maths works out. I think it does. Maybe, or we might still be slightly down. Okay, there we go. So we pressed that last time, so we're going to click this time, 28. And let's keep going. Okay, snake eyes. Doesn't mean anything to us in this strategy. And you can play the system. You can do the 4 or the 10. It's the same thing, just whichever you prefer. Okay, we hit the 8, so we're going to click this time. And roll it out. And there's the 7. 55. There we go. So what happens there is we make $1, don't we? If it was to happen straight away, because we have 44 there and 10 there, 54. We won 55. But then I think it might take the $2 VIG, so we might actually be down $1 overall. But as you can see on that first shooter, we made $61 in total, so we are up overall. And let's go again. So we want to bet inside. I would actually like to see, I think because that $2 comes off, I think we would actually be down $1 if the 7 was to come now. But once we take a first click, so if you wanted to, excuse me, you would be, well, not guaranteed a profit, because if the 7 comes, if the 10 comes, then you lose it. You could collect first and then press on the second time, and that gives you a little bit more of a guarantee that you will take some profit. Okay, there we go, 28. So we pressed that one last time, so we're going to collect it this time. We're going to make sure the bets are on, and the hard ways, we have to turn them all on. Let's keep going. We will see that 10 at some point. I think it's inevitable that will happen. But that is part of the game, and the hope is it happens only a little, so that we can make more than we lose on those couple of times we do see the 10, because obviously we've got that hedge there as well, in case it's a hard 10. Okay, and then see shooter 2, we made $33, so a couple of positive rolls so far. And let's go to shoot number 3. Okay, out on the 8. And yeah, I guess the benefit of this hedge is you can play with that park off, so when the point is established, you are making money straight away. You don't miss that collection. Okay, with 6, so we will press that one up. Love to see, I was about to say, love to see another 6 or 8. There's one, so we collect there. And obviously when you see this, oh, there's the 7 again. but another positive round. See, we're just slowly racking up some more, another $31 there. And let's go again. Okay, here we go. We can see if we, oh, there we go. See, so down $1. So what we will do is we will bump that up slightly. Oops. We'll go to 115. Obviously, when that 10 does come, that's more loss, but whenever the 7 comes, make a little bit more, because the 7 is more likely to pop up than the 10. And so you're more often to collect those little bits of money. So we should be making $4 here. Let's see if that is the case. Oh, only $1. Okay, because the very good the way it worked out. Oh, we haven't established a point yet, but we made $1. So you've got to think to yourself, is it worth it? That extra 15 for when a 10 does come, is it extra worth it to make that $1? Probably not, to be honest. So yeah, it might even be preferable just to stay at that 100 as well, where you lose that initial. If we go back down, $6 isn't a massive loss when you're making $30 to $60 if you just get a couple of collects going. It's really up to you how you see it going and how you're feeling and how much you want to risk. You can bump that way up if you wanted to. You go to 150. Just means that you lose a little bit more when that 10 does come. But that could be a risk that you're willing to take. Especially in this case, it would have been beneficial, I think. We haven't had a 10 yet, so definitely be beneficial. Okay, so we get the 5 there. We'll have another 5 or 6. Let's see if we can get a little something going here. Decent roll. Okay, there's the 8, just slowly building up. As I said, I'm doing the press and collect, but you might want to collect that one. You know, we've already hit our numbers a couple of times. You might want to take a collect if it's just hitting every number individually. It's really up to you how you want to play it, but obviously the longer you leave it, the closer you get into a 7. Okay, there's the 5. We're collecting that one because we pressed it last time. Okay, so for 5 or a 6, it's again, we're going to press it up one more time. There's the 9. Pop that one up to 20. And there's the 7, so we could get anything going there. That's okay. We'll say we lost some money there. But if we go over here, another $67 that we made. And we start again. So yeah, I mean, if you're not getting any 10s, it's a great system, because obviously you're not using that chunk, especially if you hit an easy 10, a 6-4, you're just losing that 110 straight up. But if you don't hit any 10s, I mean, it's a winning system. But obviously there's going to be situations where you hit a lot of 10s. It's, you know, luck of the roll. So we're doing okay here. But quite interesting because of how much we got out here. If you have a look up here, if that 10 was to come, and it doesn't mean when the 10 comes, it's not the end of the roll, because it's not a 7. You can still keep collecting on these ones. But we'd only be up $42. So all that money we've made, we've got $17.20 total. because we've got, as you can see, $178 out there. Yeah, if it was a 10 followed by a 7, then we're all the way back down to that $42. So it can change quite quickly because we do have that large bet out there. So yeah, worst case scenario, easy 10 followed by a 7. And we're wanting to definitely avoid that. Okay, we've hit the 5, hit the 8, hit the 9. Would like to see a repeater. All these 14s are nice. Oh, we did actually hit the 9 before and I didn't press it up, so that would have been a collect, but that could cost us. If the 7 was to come now, but there we go, another 9. We'll take it. Okay, yo 11. And if you were to, take a couple hits and then bring your bets down, we would probably be up a little bit more money because the 7 wouldn't take all those winnings away. So that is, yeah, a more conservative strategy that in this case would probably be working out pretty well because we haven't had any massive long rolls. You would, yeah, have a tiny little profit there. There we go. We hit the point. That's a collect for us. Turn everything back on. Let's establish a new point. There's the 8. So we collected last time. So we're going to press this time. And we are going to press 24. So we won 28. We're going to keep 4. Press 24. And we'd love to see a repeater 8 now. Okay, there's the easy 10. So that's the worst case scenario to lose the 10 because we lose the hard way and we lose this one. So it's $122 lost. And if the 7 was to come now, as you see, we'd be down about $80. But we do have $112 profit in our rack at the moment, so not terrible. Okay, 6, it's a collect for us. As you can see, as we close, we've got to get over that 112 for it to be a profitable round. So we're hoping for an 8 for sure, and there we go. That's a collect, 56. And as you can see, if the 7 does come now, it will still be a profitable roll. And if you wanted to, you could bring it down because we are in that risky situation. And we could collect. So that's what I'm going to do here because I want to lock in the profits. I'm going to bring it all down. And I'm just going to bet the inside again. So 44, 116. We're going to take that money. And even though it does hurt to see that, it would have been another big win. Profit isn't profit until you take it off the table. So I'm okay with that. And the way the roll's going, we're up $300. I'm happy for that to happen. But obviously, you can stay aggressive if you want to. Keep pushing those numbers. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do this time. I won't bring it down again. I'll continue to press and collect, and we'll just see how far it takes us. Okay, collect both of those. Point is off. I'm going to keep playing whether the puck is on or off. 2 craps, and we'll make this our last roll. I think we've had a good show of how this works. We did see 110. This is almost a dream situation where the 10 isn't coming. If you're playing the 4, there hasn't been a 4, so. Okay, 28, so we're going to put 24 on there. And we'll just keep pushing this one until that 7 turns up. Nice long roll, wouldn't mind 40 rolls. Start making some serious money. Okay, that's what we like to see. Pressed, so we're collecting that one. Another $56 straight into our pockets. As you can see here, if the 7 was to come now, there's another 6, so I'm going to press that even further. 56. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a straight 60 onto there, so I'm going to throw in $4. Be a bit aggressive there. And hope we hit one more 6 at least before we see that 7. That would be nice. Okay, so we're popping 10 on here, so that $4 I threw in to make that 60 more. We just won that back, so swings and roundabouts. And unfortunately there's a 7, but that's okay. And there we go. So started with 1500 up to 1884, so that's $384 in profit. This went really well for us, as you can see. Winning shooters on every one. Average between 60 and 30, so we did 60, 30, 30, 60. Then we had that one really good roll, which is interesting because that's the one where we actually lost our 110 and the 10 down here. We had the easy 10, but that didn't affect us too much, although we would have been up $300 instead of $200 if that hadn't happened. But yeah, nice little system. Obviously, the downside there is if you throw in a lot of 10s, or if you're playing the 4 and you're rolling a lot of 4s, it's going to kill your bankroll pretty quickly, especially if they're easy 10s and easy 4s. But overall, it's a good way to only lose a little bit money when the 7 does come. And there's obviously opportunity to make a lot of money by having those place numbers and being able to press them and make a bit of money there. So good little system. I do like it. I think, yeah, there will be situations where unfortunately you do lose a lot with a bunch of 10s coming out, but that's the case with any system you play. Eventually it's going to bite you, and you hope that you've made enough up until that point to offset it. But yes, that was laying the 10 to hedge against that 7 and playing the inside. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later, and I will catch you on the next one. Goodbye.